Hello everyone, it's Henry on the live stream. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope everyone can hear me and can see my screen very clearly. If you cannot hear me or cannot see my screen very clearly, please indicate so that I can have that fixed before we commence. So in this live stream, I'm going to talk about our trade idea that was sent out to the members on Ethereum and what I'm anticipating to see in the marketplace. And so far, we're currently on this trade. This is the trade entry, first entry, second entry, stop losses. So right here, all I wanted to see was a 15-minute shift of market structure. Right here was the 15-minute shift of market structure because price mitigated my 4-hour range. So we'll have the range high, range low, break of structure. This is the swing high and swing low. This was the last down close candle, took liquidity, broke structure. I wanted to see price mitigate the entire zone. After that mitigation, the next thing I want to see is a 15-minute shift of market structure to the upside. And very nicely, very beautifully, we have a high, a low, a break of structure. After the break of structure, the next thing I want to see is a potential retest at this key level, last down close candles, resting right here. Inefficiency, low resistance liquidities. I wanted to see a mitigation right there. First entry, resting right there. Second entry, I was waiting to see a 5 minutes or 3 minute shift of market structure from this key level. And if we go to 5 minutes time frame, you can see very beautifully price created a high, a low, broke structure. And right here, we'll have a last down close candle. Price came back down, mitigated it. I wanted to take an entry here, but I needed to see more confirmation. So I wanted to see a violation above this high to confirm that we're going to continue to the upside, and eventually we can see price mitigated the last down close candle on the 5 minutes time frame. Displays to the upside, failed to create a higher high, came to the downside, failed to create a lower low, expanded to the upside, creating a higher high, showing me a telltale sign that we're going to go to the upside. So what I did, I used this high. I was supposed to use this key level, but because of spread, I just preferred to use this high as my entry. Stop loss, this low, added 5 extra pips to it, and right there is my entry. As you can see very nicely, price came to the downside, tapped me in, expanded to the upside, failed to create a higher high, came back down into the entry again, and then we saw this expansion. After that expansion phase, I was anticipating to see a retest to an inefficiency, a run on previous day's low, and as you can see it very nicely, price created this low right here yesterday on Thursday, expanded higher. This low was created during the Asian range, expanded higher, displaced to the downside, came back into the inefficiency, took the Asian range liquidity, and now we're seeing some level of rejection of that key level. So I wouldn't really be surprised to see an expansion from here and potential continuation to the upside. So we'll look at it on the plain chart. You can see very nicely how price used the inefficiency as a support zone. So I wouldn't really be surprised to see an expansion from here. Even on the 4-hour time frame, we'll have the inefficiency, and also we have this last down close candles before this expansion to break this structure. So for me to ascertain that we are definitely going to go to the upside, I want to see a violation above this high. I want to see price break above this high, close above it. Then stop losses will be trade into profit, and then we'll watch to see what the market is going to do. And if we're looking at where we are now to that position, that's about 5% move. It's really easy for Ethereum to do that because Ethereum is very bullish, and I wouldn't really be surprised to see a 5 to 10% move in a day on Ethereum. And also take a look what's resting right here, inefficiency, and also what's resting right here as well, low resistance liquidities. So more liquidities are being piled up to the upside, and I was looking doing more research to understand where the liquidity is resting. And so many traders right now are selling Ethereum with the mindset that Ethereum is going to $2,000, which is still possible, but in my opinion, I'm not anticipating for that to happen anytime soon. All my analysis is looking forward to see Ethereum to continue higher, potentially rallying above this low resistance liquidity highs resting right here, so you can see that very clearly. And the previous price action, you can see the expansion. Look at this candle. So from this low right here, to this high, the market expanded to the upside, delivering a 38% move. So after that, I expect to see a retracement. And right here you can see the retracement. We had a retracement of about 18% move. After that, I'm anticipating to see at least, worst case scenario, a 38% move to the upside from the newly created low. And if we're working with the newly created low right here, so let's say this is our newly created low and price doesn't have any intention of violating this low to go any lower, and we're anticipating for a 38% move to the upside. That is going to be right here, 38%. And this is it. Now we go to daily. We want to see what's resting at the left hand side. And right there you can see what's resting at the left hand side, the previous all-time high. So I wouldn't really be surprised to see the next explosive leg up could potentially lead to all-time high on Ethereum. And if we start to look for what could potentially drive price to come up here, so let's use the bar replay to look for what could potentially drive price to come up there. And as you can see, first thing first, we have low resistance liquidity, which I've always stated. When you see a low resistance liquidity resting at your key level, where you're anticipating for price to draw to that key level, that is high probability for price to go towards that direction. And right there you can see low resistance liquidity resting above 38% move to the upside. So I wouldn't be surprised to see an expansion to the upside to potentially rally above the previous all-time high. So right there you have it, low resistance liquidity resting there very beautifully. And as well, we also have inefficiency resting right there as well, perfectly aligning with 38% move to the upside. Right there, we can literally just use right here as our take profit position, and when price gets there, we just close the entire position, because areas like this, what I usually see eventually for a bullish at areas like this is price just explodes and rallies above areas like this without even giving any opportunity. If someone was looking to sell from here, it wouldn't even give you any opportunity to sell. It's just going to rally above your stop loss and just take you out of the trade, because some traders will be selling from this inefficiency entry right here, stop loss probably this high or stop loss this high, and price will not even give them an opportunity to close that trade, explode, rally above the stop losses, come back down, use it as support, and then we continue higher. So that is what I'm watching for Ethereum, and hopefully we do see this play out and we all can make some money on this one. If you do have any questions based off my analysis, feel free to drop it in the chat. I appreciate you all for tuning in today, and I'll talk to you all next time. Have an amazing day, everyone.